wild card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Check right. Hey, home field. Hey, check mega. Hey.
On first down, here's Mon.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10, Mon.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Ultra, go ultra, black ultra.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mon.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Okay, drink. Hey, hey, roll, check, tackle. Check pass, Street.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
No read, go, check, hurt.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last Nice run, good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, last circle. Go check. Go street. Hey, check that. Street.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a first down carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do. You know, when he keeps the football, it's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Drill 52. Claude red. Strike. Hey, close steal.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Bond going to throw it.
Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, they'll throw.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. An inside give to Jones.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll go again to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield, and shut it down before it gets going, is exactly what you're looking for.
Okay, ready? 18 handle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Blue check. Ultra.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mon. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be corralled well on field right around the 40-yard line.
Mon now off of play action.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Check steal. Strike. Check strike. Ready.
Back to the air. Mon. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Smash. Check smash. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Mon.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Black shot. Hey, don't do it. Hey, check Reagor.
On 2nd and 10.
Mon. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Running right, Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Red, blanket, ultra, go ultra, on the ball, check you.
Mon looks to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Strike it. Hey, go steal. Go.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught at the 25.
And he will work his
his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
Ultra.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Steal. Check steal.
They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Right.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. Check. Tempo.
They get this out quickly to the left side. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost not. Ahman fumbles it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. And that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security. And no more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Mond. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36.
Here's Mond.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Strike blue. Strike. Check strike. Smash.
On first down, here's Mond.
Flush to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
52 blaster. Yellow.
To throw on second and 10. Mond. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check smash. Yellow. Line. Hey, go green.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Mond John's going to keep this himself.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Kellen Mond.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin first and 10. 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 4. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The 1-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find Melton, and he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Let's go now.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes on.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I make men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical.